welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing Today we are doing a much requested video that people have asked for, and it is, what do you think?
It's basically about how me and Sadiyyadee got to know each other and how we got to here, to marriage.
Yeah, so how we met video, and I'm sitting very comfortably, only because I feel like I look a bit taller than Yusuf, and I'm a lot to do with proportion and stuff in the video. So anyway, let's get on with it. So I don't really know if there's any questions like that you have to check and answer, but we're just going to just sit and just have a chit chat with you guys, just be relaxed and just explain from the start really. So do you want to start?
Okay then, basically how it all started, how me and I got to know each other is I added her on
Yeah, added me on Instagram.
Yeah, that's it. I did it on Instagram. Then she accepted it, and then she followed me back. And then I basically liked all her pictures, even from the first Insta picture. Embarrassing. And then I think I probably put comments like half of the pictures. And then obviously this one here slided into my DM. No,
basically you missed out a bit when I was abroad as well. Because I was abroad when we first kind of knew each other's existence. Like, I knew of you. I knew, like, if someone said who was your name, like in obviously like, where we live, like I would be like, oh yeah, I think I know him.
Everyone knows me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all you did is mention Yusuf Around, and that's it. Oh yeah, the guy, yeah, I know who he is, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I didn't know him personally. So when he added me, I was like, right, okay, I know this guy, but I don't know this guy. So I was like, do I accept him or not? And because I was abroad, I wasn't exactly on my phone a lot, because really, I might sound like a cheapskate Indian, but I couldn't be bothered getting a SIM with an internet based tariff on it. I was only there for like 2.5 weeks. I thought there was no point. So I only had reception in the hotel, so that's the only time that I would be able to talk to him if I wanted. And I think it was about a 2 or 2.5 hour difference.
Yeah, 2 hours difference.
So if I was like going to sleep at like 2 o'clock, if I was going to sleep at 4 o'clock after like the Hajjud or Fajr namaz, then you'd be awake from like 2 o'clock or something. So in that sense as well, I was like, right, well, like what's gonna happen here? So long story short, yeah, I did accept his request, and yes, guys, he did like every single picture, including like I think it was like 82 weeks ago or something like that back then, and I was just like, whoa, like this guy.
That's what I said from your first picture.
Yeah, you know what I was saying, like 82 weeks ago, I just gotta let everyone know it was exactly like 82 weeks ago, one of them ones. And then I was just like, right, okay, this guy, you know, like, okay, fair enough, yeah, guys, you always have like a follow request from random people, or like people that you might just know but not know. But this was like, he liked all my pictures. So I was like, clearly he's trying to indicate something. He's trying to
indicate. I'm joking.
he's trying to say something but not say something like directly. So I just plucked up the courage and just thought, right, you know what, I need to ask him like what's going on. So I think it was DMs, isn't it? It wasn't Facebook. It was DMs.
No, it was you sent me a DM, and then you asked her. And,
I remember exactly what I said.
And you like, so how could you like me?
No. I said, no, I wasn't that mean. I said, guys, liking all my pictures, yeah. And then I think it was like that hiding monkey emoji, like hiding face, that monkey emoji or something like that. It was a sticking tongue out face or something like that. And then I don't know what. Yeah, go on. You can say what you said.
And then I think we started talking on Instagram on DMs, and then I think 2 days later she added me on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then because I think it was easier for us to send a message on Facebook, and then she asked my number. What a beg. And
no, I'm gonna clarify myself there. Wait, stop. Pause the story.
No, wait.
Pause the story.
She asked my number because she said it'll be easier to talk. You know what I'm going.
Right, guys, it's up to you guys who you believe, but I was abroad, the reception is shit, and my number would work through WhatsApp when I get into the reception. That's the only time. WhatsApp.
But she asked my number. She asked my number.
Wait, listen. WhatsApp coincidentally worked better than Facebook and Instagram, and obviously we were talking whenever we could. So obviously, if you want a conversation to carry on and not make the guy feel like as if I'm just kind of airing him means basically leaving him on the side and be like, right, when I'm kind of friend zoning you, I was like, no, I need to kind of say to him like, we need to speak more, but on what? So the only thing that was working was WhatsApp. So honestly, that's literally the only reason, because everything else was shit. My connection was shit and everything else, especially because you know where I was, yeah.
But still, you asked for a number, innit? That means like
I'd admit to that.
It was 2 days. I mean, like you could wait 2 or 3 weeks.
No,
2 days.
I'd admit to that, but it's only because my reception was absolute crap, and obviously in the first couple of days you're talking if you really like wanted to get to know someone. So it weren't like I could just wait, or it weren't like as if I was at home and I had really good Wi-Fi and that. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
No, don't. I'm joking.
But like, but no, I knew like what this might have been leading to, and I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I know for sure that I didn't do it just to kind of be like, oh yeah, I like this guy, let me just ask his number. I'm not one of those girls, like I'm a dead serious committed person when it comes to relationships.
Like, and then we first met in Humberston Park. So basically she was on her last 2 months of college, and then we met, and then the first thing she said to me, hi goldfish. You missed everything else out. Yes, what's I said as you walked.
No, like the bit like when. So basically, guys, yeah. After we talked on WhatsApp and everything, we agreed that we were gonna meet up, but we didn't know when to meet up. But then I was coming back, and I think it was on like the Wednesday or the Thursday. I was landing on like Saturday or Sunday or something like that. And then I had college, and then then the one day we kind of arranged to get to a park, and it's a park near where I used to go to college to. And so he came, bless him. He came all the way, and obviously I've never been that type of girl that would kind of just meet a guy and just get to know the guy just like that and just be alone in the park and stuff. But I don't know, for some reason I felt like as though I'd already known you for years. Like I knew of him for years but not actually know him. But like, I don't know if I've ever told you that though, but obviously I felt like as though when I was walking towards the park, I was like, oh shit, I feel a bit scared, but I feel like
it's because our souls have met before we were born.
Yeah, exactly. But by the way, guys, that's a bit of a news for you, that your soulmate, inshallah, in the future, if you haven't got married, or if you have got married, then it's a fact for you guys, but your souls would have already met hundreds and thousands of years ago. And for the people that you don't click with, it shows that your souls had met, but you just never did get along. I don't know, I've read that somewhere, but that is true. So it just shows that our souls have already met, which is why you feel like you might click with your soulmate just like that. I know it sounds cheesy, love at first sight and everything, but I don't know, if you've ever fallen in love, or if you are already in love, try and remember back to the moment when you were with that one person and you just look at that person and you're just like, you know what, like yeah, like you just have that feeling. Like, you know, people say the one, you can't actually explain to someone that hasn't ever fallen in love. Like, you need to fall in love to understand what that feeling is. And
yeah, if you're in a relationship and you want to get married to your partner, just make sure him or her is like serious to get married to you. I mean, if the person, like, if you ask your partner or like what do you think about marriage, and he or she is not giving that response to you, then you know that he or she is not wanting to marry you. It's just like must about. But if you also you both want to marry each other, you both seriously want to get married to each other, then it's best to tell your parents before someone in your family or your friends or your neighbours snitch with you, and then it will completely mess everything up for you, so you wouldn't be able to get married, and then that's when problems will start. So the best thing to do is always tell your parents that you found someone.
Definitely, because that's another thing. When we first started talking, I think it was like in our first day or second day conversation, we just like laid out the rules. Like, we said it straight to each other, like, if we get into a relationship, we want marriage at the end of it. We don't want to be messed around by each other. We don't want to say yes, like I want to get married, and he'd say, I want to get married, and then in the end be like, I was just joking sort of thing. Like, we gave ourselves time to kind of understand each other and try and see, like, try to not test each other, but try and see if us like could like trust each other in a way. Like, obviously once upon a time, me and you never knew each other, we were strangers to each other, and you have to kind of build that trust up. And I'm not saying I ever doubted you. I never did doubt you ever. But it's just a thought that, you know, you might sometimes people go into a situation where they feel like they can trust someone with their whole life, and in the end, you end up getting stabbed in your back, and you think, oh my god, like, what the hell? Like, I thought he or she was the one, sort of thing. So, guys, never just fall into something just like that, because that's one thing that we missed out. Like, we did speak about marriage straight away, and we said that if we get into this, then we have to be committed, and we want marriage at the end of it, because we just showed each other how committed we were and what type of people we were. And that's another thing. Sometimes people say opposites attract, and yes, you know, with your soulmate, with your other half, you do have a lot of differences with each other, but when it comes to marriage, you need to have a strong foundation, because if you don't have trust and if you don't understand each other, then I mean, it's quite hard to be with someone. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I would personally find it really hard. I mean, if you didn't trust me, or if you didn't communicate with me, if you didn't understand me, I'd be like, what the hell? Okay. But anyway, guys, so from the park, we ended up talking, and then we slowly started meeting whenever we could, because I had finished college, and then I decided to go into work, and then I was working like stupid hours. It was quite hard meeting up, so we used to like just text and call.
Yeah, text and call, FaceTime.
At the maximum we'd meet each other would be probably about 2 or 3 hours or something. And then
2-3 hours, like, probably end up going for shisha, or it would be like cinemas, or like it would be like going out to a restaurant and eat.
Yeah.
Or it would be like a walk.
Yeah.
But yeah, so every night before we go to sleep, we always be on the phone, or it would be FaceTime or Skype, whatever. Yeah, and also on the days that me and her would probably be free, if it's during daytime, and also we'd probably Skype or FaceTime.
Yeah, I remember that. And then slowly, I mean, obviously fast forwarding, a year and a half later, I don't know, I just had this feeling.
1 year and 3 months later. Yeah.
I just say, like, it came to a point where I had this feeling that, I don't know, I just had this feeling in my heart that it was going to happen soon. That, you know, every single month we were like, yeah, we'll do it, yeah, okay, I tell my parents, yeah, okay, we'll meet the serious, blah, blah, blah.
Because, like, if you see our one of our old videos, the videos that were made about the Hollywood Bowl, that I mentioned that this was the place where, like, we knew we were going to get fixed, like, within the 3-4 days. Yeah,
because what happened was, I think it was Ramzan, Eid just passed, and we thought that we'd just meet up. I think I had a day off work or something, so we're like, oh, we'll meet up or something, so we kind of planned something quickly, and long story short, I had that feeling that day, and I was like, you know what, like, I honestly feel like we're going to be getting fixed in the next couple of days. And shockingly, like, coincidentally, it just happened. Like, I think about 2 days later, I just sat down and I just explained, and I was just like, okay, well, this is the story, this is him, and I feel like I'm ready to get married. And obviously my parents being my parents, and my parents are like the best parents ever. They're like so understanding, they're so supportive, they didn't even question the fact that he was from a different culture, or like he's older than me, or nothing, anything to do with anything. Like, there's parents out there, there's cultures out there that are particular. I mean, a lot of people, what's the word, they downgrade, if I could say that, or they look down on Indian culture. They always say, oh my god, old Indian parents, they're so strict and stuff. And my parents are not old, but I'm just saying the stereotypical thing is, yeah, oh my god, you know, old parents, you know, their generation, you know, they're so backward in thinking. I mean, there might be, I'm not trying to say anyone in specifically, but what I'm trying to say to you guys is, stereotypes are always going to be out there, and if you have the relationship with your parents, then you should be comfortable enough to sit them down and actually talk to them about your life. And at the end of the day, if they're happy for you, then they'll support you all the way. Of course, their parents, they're going to be like, yeah, well, you know, they're going to question certain things. They're not going to be like, yeah, straight away, as soon as the first person you mentioned, you're not going to be like, yeah, go and get in the garden. They're going to obviously question, but you should be lucky if you have parents that actually sit down and understand and be like, okay, right, yeah, and they actually want to get to know the person. And if you have parents out there that are kind of forceful, or you feel like your mum and dad are not listening because they're from a different culture, or there's something else like that, then, I mean, guys, personally, I'd say that you need to speak to someone else that might understand. And if you don't have that help, then, like, just keep praying, because I mean, Allah's testing you at the end of the day. Like, He's making you wonder, like, is He really the right guy for me? And obviously He might be. I'm not saying that I'm some sort of psychiatrist and that. I'm always saying that in my videos, guys, but at the end of the day, you need to be able to have that trust with your parents, and you need to be able to feel comfortable enough to talk to them. Because I don't know how I would feel if I wouldn't be able to speak to my parents. Like, I'd feel really crap, to be honest. Like I said, I'm lucky, and you're lucky as well, I'd say. Like, you're able to sit with your parents, isn't it? So, because, yeah.
Well,
so, oh, go ahead.
Well, also just let you guys know that this one here, it took her 9.5 months for her to tell her parents about me, and it only took me 3 months. 9.5 months. Can you imagine?
I don't know how it is. This is what I'm saying. Like, as a girl, yeah, it's not like my parents were going to shout or they were strict. Like I said to you guys,
I had bare sabr, man, bare patience, man.
Alhamdulillah. All I'm saying to you guys is, I'm not trying to make you think that my parents were strict, that my parents were going to say no, like they were going to like hit me or abuse me anyway. They're not like that. I'm letting everyone know now they are not like that. But it's just having to be that, you know, their little girl, to sit them down and to be like, right, yeah, we're getting ready to get married. It's a massive step. And me being the only daughter, it's like, how am I going to sit them down? How am I going to talk to them? I'm the oldest. It's not like I had an older sister or anything. But like I've said, my parents are not old. My mum is young, so I'm lucky in that sense. She is, though, innit? For a mum. But for a mum, I just feel like I should be able to speak to her. So I just felt like, you know what, like if I just keep delaying this, I'm making it worse for myself. You know, just you're gonna have to take the deep. You have to take the step one day. I mean, I was questioned by, I think, one of my aunties, like, have you got someone? Because we need to kind of know. And I think that was like my kind of, oh, okay, right, I think this is the right time to just say it now, because someone's asked me, I might as well just do it. Because I couldn't ever get myself to actually just, out of the blue, just be like, Mum, I need to talk to you, can I sit down and just say something? It never came out like that, but I'm glad even if you were asked, like, if I was asked, you were asked, anyone's asked, then just use that as an opportunity to be able to just say it, because then I just ended up saying it to my mum. I was just like, yeah, you know what, I found someone, and this is how it is. And then obviously, I talked to my dad about it, and then, yeah, so then we arranged a date. You came over with your family.
Yeah, I was so nervous, man. Like, so basically, it's like, so I had to come in. Well, so basically, I wore my white jubba. I got a long green convoy which just about comes up to my knees.
Sit over that.
And so I sat down. I was so nervous. And then obviously my mother-in-law, she obviously told me to come to the kitchen so she can talk to me, so she can get to know me more. So I told her everything about me.
Yeah.
And then probably about four days later, that's when. What's 4 days later? When your parents.
Yeah, it was 4 days later. So so I was shoved upstairs. I remember that. I came down and I said hi to everyone and that, and then I kind of just let like my mum and dad and Yusuf's family just to get to know each other. So then I just stayed upstairs, and then 4 days later, my mum and dad gave the go ahead and said like, yeah, we're happy. And I remember I was at work. And I was finishing in the evening, and mum and dad came to pick me up together. Now, like, mum and dad come to pick me up together if we have to go somewhere, and I got into the van. I think it was a van, isn't it? Yeah, you were there actually. Why am I asking you? Obviously, my dad's got a van, obviously, based on his work, so I got into the van, and my mum and dad had like burfis and stuff like that. So burfis like an Indian sweet, and usually they're passed around. Yeah. I
remember stuff right there. Yeah. Like I came back home, yeah. So like an hour later,
you were painting that day.
Yeah. I was painting when my front living room.
It was decorating, yeah.
So I was painting the walls, painting everything like that, yeah. And then I got a text from my mom saying congratulations, like you've been accepted into the family. So
no, I thought she said something like welcome to the family, you're my son or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. She said welcome to the family. So I was painting, yeah. So I got so my phone's on the bottom, so I looked down so I can read that, yeah. I got so happy that the paint, that my part just dropped. All the paint went all over my top, everything, yeah. But luckily it's my old top, so I'm like yes. So obviously it went over like that, yeah. And then I got so happy, and then my dad walked through, because obviously my dad came back from our parents' house, and he told me, he said, mashallah, I'm so happy for you in Saudi now. So I got really happy, man. And I got so nervous as well. I don't know why, but yeah.
Oh, bless you. And I remember you used to text me while I was at work saying that when you go home, there's a surprise, or you're gonna be I don't know, there was something like that, like there's good news or something. And then, like I said, I finished work and I got into the van, and Mum gave me a bite of burfi. So I was thinking, what's going on? And obviously, like I was saying, like we normally give that out as Indians when it's a celebration, like someone's passed a driving test, someone's getting married, blah blah blah. So Mom had like a good 7-8 boxes, and I was like, right, what's going on here? And she goes, we've accepted Yusuf, and congratulations, Sadiyyadee. I was just like, oh my god. So then obviously we went around to my family, my mum's side of the family, dad's side of the family. We gave all the boxes out, and then I got home and I was just like to Yusuf, oh my god, like, hi fiance, because technically we were fixed. So that was my proposal. Technically that was my engagement. I mean, it was like, yeah, we're officially like fiancés. Fiancés only lasted 4 weeks? Not even 4 weeks, guys, 4 weeks. Because we wanted to get a nikah done as soon as possible. Yeah. So we were fiancés for like 4 weeks.
I remember at work, because we both used to work together at a care home, yeah. And I think this was the next day, yeah, after I got told. So I got to work early, and after she came about 10 minutes. And obviously, like her mum was like, oh, like, it's only been 1 day, yeah, and you couldn't open the blooming door.
That's so right.
And then like I laughed, yeah. She's like, I'm not joking, and she could get hugging it.
Yeah, because Mum was very joking like that. I love that about my mum. I still remember that. But yeah, and then I remember we fixed the date when my mum and dad and Yusuf's mum and dad fixed the date. And then one day after work, because we had like a date, half a shift or something, finished about 1 o'clock, and then we went into town and we did ring shopping. And then I just remember doing all the little bits and bobs, like my shoes and my outfit and stuff like that. And then we kept it really small because we were like, I didn't really want to have a big grand nikah, so we got that done, and that was like on the 21st of August last year. So alhamdulillah, it's already been a year and like a couple of months, and I don't know, I can't believe it, like, it's gone so fast. And obviously in my culture we have something called a rukhsati, which is when the girl officially leaves her parents' house, and that happens the day before the walima. Of course, walima is something that's sunnah, and Yusuf wanted that as well, so that was a big preparation as well. So that's been like a good 7-8 months now, because that was in April. So technically it's like having 2 anniversaries, but technically the main one's kind of when we were married, and that's the nikah. Yeah. But it's like I do also remember my rukhsati as well, because that was when I officially left my mum and dad's house, and that was the official beginning of my life. Well, beginning of my life as in the rest of my life with this one. But but no, alhamdulillah, guys, if people are asking how's married life, I mean, we always get that. How's married life is
how's married life, I'm not like, well, we're right here now.
I mean, alhamdulillah, it's amazing. It is amazing. Guys, marriages are not perfect. You have your ups and you have your downs, and only the couples.
Yeah, but it's just like, some of you guys and girls out there might think, oh, I'm not sure about marriage. Look, when you get married, it doesn't mean that you're on lockdown.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean, if I get married to a girl, I'm gonna be locked down, I can't see my boys in there, or this and that, or if your husband says, I can't go out, I can't go. Well, that means like there's no lockdowns. I mean,
definitely.
It's like, it depends how you
are together.
Your husband and your wife have been brought up by the family. I mean, it's like if your husband and your wife puts you on lockdown, they know how she's been brought up, or he's been brought up. Then they know, so.
Definitely. I feel like if your husband and your wife was telling you to stay at home and you actually have to stay at home, then it just shows that you can't trust each other. For me personally, I mean, Yusuf doesn't give me any restrictions in that sense, and I don't give him that restriction. As long as we know that we're both safe and we know what we're doing and stuff, then it's not a problem. Like, I would never, like, you need to trust your partner. I'm always saying that. You need to trust your partner enough to not even have to question them, or not even have to doubt them in your head. And you don't want that. And that's another thing. If you did doubt them, then you have to have that. You have to be comfortable enough to sit them down and actually talk to them, and not be scared that, oh my god, what's he gonna say, or what's she gonna say? Is she gonna, or he gonna like get angry? and question me that how dare you think of me like that. You shouldn't have that in a relationship. And I mean, long story short, I'd say that like married life it's amazing. Like I said, you have your ups and downs. Only couples will know their own ups and downs. Everyone has different problems in their lives. It's not like
it's like if you're in a relationship right now and you want to get married, and let's just say your partner he or she is in a different background, and like from both sides like it's going to be a big problem. I mean, so also the best thing to do is like if you know your parents is not going to accept him or her, then I think like you should talk to someone in your family who would trust you and would never talk behind your back. I mean, go for that person. If you actually got that, then go for that person, and so that person in your family can actually talk to your parents for you, or even not, even if it's a family friend or whatever. But if like I know you're in a situation which you think that you'd be forced into marriage, then also you need to tell a friend or someone. Which sometimes I think online or on the internet there's a number which you can call if you've been forced into marriage. But don't be afraid. I mean, it's like don't be afraid because like if you don't marry him, you don't marry her, I'm going to send you back to Pakistan, I'm going to send you back to India or Bangladesh, whatever. And that means like don't be afraid of them. And that means that always call someone, or even if you need to run out of the house and getting someone. I mean, just tell someone.
That's it. I mean, never think that I'm too young. I've got uni to do, and I'm not where I want to be in life. Like, you're never going to be anywhere where you want to be in life at a time where you want to do something else. Like, I'm 20 right now, going to be turning 21 soon, and I was in last year, which means that I was 19 when I was Islamically married. And for some people, that will be, oh my god, she's so young. But it's in your head. If you're mature enough and if you're ready enough, if you feel like you're ready enough in that, then it's good in a way, because I personally think that the responsibility of being a wife makes you even more mature, and it's good to have that at a young age. And it's also to do with your upbringing. If you have had a good upbringing, then you have a good maturity in your head. So like Yusuf said, definitely if you feel like you're not comfortable talking to someone, then yeah, like Yusuf said, speak to someone that you feel like you can. If not, you've got
I mean, it's like even if you can't talk to someone, it's like if you're, I don't know, it depends how young you're going to get married. So if you're in college or you're in uni, you can always talk, to a teacher or someone there. There's always a teacher. The teacher will always tell you, talk to this person. This person will if you want to talk about something, talk to that person. So always talk to your teacher, because your teachers will sort something out for you. Because they'll end up reporting it, and then obviously they'll ask you, would you like to be in a safe house, something like that, or somewhere you can stay. That's what it is.
Definitely. But guys, you know where we are. If you ever want to speak to us, if you feel like you're comfortable talking to us.
I mean, so that's like the places you might see us. It's like probably like if it's a shisha place, we like Bukur, Majlis, Fina, or even if you see us like walking down the road or driving past.
If you're from Leicester, by the way, guys.
If you're from Leicester, yeah.
If not, then of course you've got my emails, you've got Yusuf's Snapchat, Yusuf's Instagram, my Snapchat. You can just drop me a message anywhere, and of course if you want it to be anonymous, then of course I keep it anonymous. I'm not yeah.
I mean, it's like if you want advice from me or Sadiyyadee, you can always like DM us on Instagram or Facebook us or whatever. Snapchat. Obviously, all the links in the page anyway. So.
Yeah, definitely. It's all in the description box, and it's all in every single bio that I've got. So guys, you can always just drop me a message. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I hope you got to know even more about us. And yeah, guys, just let us know in the comments what you thought about our journey up to